Hi friends, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to design a necklace using bargain bead box subscription for the month of September 2024. Actually, I'm going to make two necklaces, which will be a twin necklace. But in this video, I'll show you guys how to make this one. But then for the next video, I'm planning to make a similar one, a twin one, but with slightly like a slightly different pattern, or you can say, for example, I'm going to use Chinese knotting cord for this, but for the twin necklace, the other necklace, that I'm going to use beading wire is what I have. Because I had this two teardrops, the lapis lazuli teardrops, but the two are different. So if it was same, I would have done a earring, but they both are different. This looks almost like sodalite, and this looks like lapis. And this pendant is also not a mirror image, so we cannot use it for earrings as well. So both are going to be pendants for my twin necklaces. One necklace I'm going to use Chinese knotting cord, the other necklace I'm going to use beading wire, and I chose this white one so that I can use these beads for that, and then plus some, but these beads have notoriously small hole, and it doesn't fit through the Chinese knotting cord. I mean, it doesn't fit through the 0.8 millimeter Chinese knotting cord. Maybe a thinner cord would fit, a silk thread would fit, but the idea of the necklace that I have is I needed a 0.8 millimeter Chinese knotting cord. For that won't fit. So here I am. I'm going to show you guys the one cord that I'm going to use. This is the one. The color is about, say, a chocolate brown, I would say. Not a very dark. Maybe it looks a little more darker in the camera than in person, but in person it doesn't look that dark. Okay, so and then with the copper element, I think this cord will be good. I don't want to use a blue one. So here is a pattern that I have decided, and then I tried it out. It came out beautifully. I wanted to show you guys. I am going to include just a little bit. I mean, you can do any crystal beads that you have received from the bargain bead box previously, but I want to use something I have used here. Just one crystal, as you guys can see, and this is from my stash, and I don't want a different color. I like this copper color. And see how I strung this. Okay, there is no knot in anything, but this one gets very, very stiff, and it stays right there because of this. Can you see that now, what I have done? So I just strung all these beads together. I like this pattern. See that, the 6 millimeter like a chalk blue, dark blue kind of a bead that we got, the spacer bead, the bead cap, and then this blueberry bead. That's what I wanted to call. And then following the same, this pattern, I really like it so much. And then I also wanted to incorporate this one, this finding right here. So what I did was, I came through the top of the finding. I went under like that, and then came through the middle, added a bead to make it stick, and then I came through this. So I'll show you guys what I did, but I really like this. And then if I hold it like this, it is a little bit different, but why not, right? What's wrong about it? So I wanted to try something new. This is a little bit, I mean, it's work in progress. I'm experimenting, so let's see, okay, how it goes. But for this purposes, I want the cord to be cut. Normally I will not cut the cord. You guys know I always like to work with the spool, but in this case I want to cut the cord. Okay, so this is about, say, 2 feet. Just gonna tie a knot so that my beads don't fall off, and then here we go. 2, 4, I think I would go with the 6 feet just to make sure I have enough. I don't think so I need that. This is going to be a long necklace nevertheless, but there is going to be some knots. Not a lot of knots, but at least I'm planning to do some. So I'm just going to take up at least 6 feet of cord. That's what, if not more. If you guys want more, just go for it. So I did cut 6 feet of cord, and I have all my beads in there as well. So let's just figure this out. The pendant is going to be, I'm going to wrap this and then I'm going to hang it here like that. I really like the way this, it's very simple. First I thought I will do a wire wrap around, but then I thought the filigree pattern, the intricate pattern in this, it's very nice. I don't want to, take the attraction from that and put it on something else. So the pendant part we will come back later. Let's fix the cord part, because the cord part is also very important in this pattern especially. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the end of the cords, okay, end of the cord, and then about, say, the middle. Okay, I know there is beads in here, don't worry about it. I'll just move that to the side, and this is about the, say, the center. Okay, take this, go through the loop of the pendant, and then take the pendant through. Oops, what did I do? Okay, now go through that, take the pendant through, there we go. Okay, a lockside knot, and then from here we will design the beads. That side, oops. So first what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do an overhand knot. Okay, and I want the knot, see this lockside knot keeps on getting loose. That's the reason I'm putting a regular knot. I'm going to take my tweezers. Okay, just move them here all the way close to my lockside knot. Okay, just tighten that up. Do the same the other side as well. I have some beads inside that. Never mind, that's our knot. Then I'm going to hold it where I want the knot to be. Pull that cord. I have gone through this knotting technique several times in my videos, but don't worry about it. We are going to knot several times throughout this necklace. You guys will be a pro by that time. So just 2 regular knots, okay, on either of the cords. Then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to add the 6 millimeter. First of all, I'm going to take my lighter and melt this edge and wait for it and make it into a needle. Okay, there we go. If you pull on it, you will get kind of a needle, and then you can easily thread through beads. The spacer, the bead cap, the blueberry bead, followed by the bead cap, the spacer, and the blue bead. Okay, take it all the way down. Here is what you have. Kind of like it. I don't want any knots in between that, so I'm just gonna knot after that. Okay, but you can choose to knot every other bead as well, but I just don't want to make this very tight because otherwise it becomes stiff. I want this necklace to be free flowing, and I even thought I will expose the cord and have that necklace like that. You can do that as well, okay? But let me show you guys how I add this, how I'm planning to add it. Trust me, I'm not, it's just an idea that I got. But here is what it is. And then I don't want to knot it there, otherwise it just doesn't look good. I come through the top part, through this big hole, then I come back through the center hole of this filigree. Okay, don't worry, I will do this multiple times. You guys can get a closer look of what it is. Then take a roundel and add a roundel to this cord, and then what you do is drop it down, go back through the same hole, okay, the center hole of this filigree. So when you do that, the roundel will block the cord from moving, okay, and then come back up through this filigree. See that? So this is what is there, and maybe loosen this up a little bit. Okay, I don't want this to be very tight. Loosen up a little bit more. Okay, just like that. I really like the way this is turning out to be, honestly. And then so if you, the necklace is nice, so then go ahead, see that I want this knot after the filigree. If you want, loosen up it right now, because you won't be able to do that later. So make sure it's in the center, make sure there's no gap, much gap. Go ahead and knot. Regular overhand knot, and then you can just hold it right there next to the filigree and pull the knot. As I said, I don't want this to be anywhere tight, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and take the bead, next 6 millimeter, add that, our spacer, metallic copper spacer, then followed by a bead cap, then thread in a blueberry bead. These are 12 millimeter, by the way, nice and big and chunky, and followed by the bead cap. Then where is the spacer bead? There we go, spacer, followed by another blue. This blue is really vibrant, like very bright and nice, very refreshing. I like it. So there we go. I really like the way this is turning out to be. Go ahead and knot, make a knot. See that? See, you put your index finger through it, pinch the knot and pull the cord. Okay, as simple as it is, and see if you like it. And I really like the way this is turning out to be, trust me. See how many findings we have. Depending upon that, we can figure out. And I want to save 2 for the earrings. Okay, and I'm gonna save those 2 for the earrings. But apart from that, we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So 4 this side, 4 that side would be perfect. So come from the bottom part of this filigree. See this big hole? Come from that down through up. Then no, sorry. So take your cord, go down through the filigree. There is 2 sides. One side it's like this, the other side is like this. So I'm going, this is the top, I'm going from the top to the bottom, and then coming back through this middle hole of the filigree. So coming through that. Okay, just move it as close to the knot as possible. Then thread in that 3 by 4 millimeter crystal roundel is what I have. This is from my own stash, and as I said, the hole in the, we have two alternatives for this, but I don't think so the hole is that big. But and I like this little bit metallic effect on that. You can also use a seed bead at this point, metallic effect on that. And then I don't want the filigree to have a contrast bead on top, so that's the look I'm going for. I'm not saying the contrast look will not look good, but see, I'm going back through the same hole in the filigree, which makes this, which stops the cord from coming out and the bead to show through, right? Then what I do is I turn this filigree around, and then I come from the bottom through the top, this big hole. Okay, that's all I'm doing, as you guys can see. See that? So that's what I'm doing. Then I'm going to do an overhand knot, and as I said, there should not be much of a gap, so just about, see there. Just adjust this first, so that all you need to do is pull this up, pull the bead up, and then pull the cord. So an overhand knot again, make a loop, take the cord through, hold it right there, see that? You want it right next to the filigree. Pinch with your fingers, just like that. Pull that cord through. See that? It's right next to it. And then add the bead. So this is what our necklace is gonna look like eventually with all of them. I'm gonna continue doing this, and I'll come back and show you guys how to start the other side as well. Hi friends, welcome back. So I finished adding all the sections right here on both the sides. I did it similarly, as you guys can see, and I still have 2 more to add, but I thought that this distance is more than enough. Let me just measure this for you guys. The necklace is already 16 inches long, plus the adjusting clasp, and in the back I don't want this this filigree to be wasted. Rather, I thought I can add some beads, because I still have a lot more beads, this blue color beads. Even though I'm gonna make one more necklace, I think I have enough beads. As you guys can see, I have enough of these 2 beads left. So I thought, why not just add bead and do some knotting. And I also have enough cord left for the project. Since I took 6 feet, I have enough of the cord. See, sometimes this knot has another knot. It's strange, right? Somehow it made a lot more knots than it's supposed to be. So there we go. So just don't, whenever you knot, don't tighten the knot immediately. So now I'm gonna go over the knotting technique. I'm not gonna do it very tightly, because I feel that it becomes way too stiff, so I didn't like that. So I'm just gonna You can either do just the blue, or you can even do a big one as well in the back, but I don't think so there is a need for the big one in the back, so I'm just gonna continue with this blue one only. So wrap around your fingers, 2 fingers, okay? Put your finger through the loop, grab the end of the cord. That's just a regular knot, okay? Then put your index finger here and tighten that knot, pinch and pull. Let me tell you guys one more time. Okay, you can also do it other way. Just make a loop, take the cord under the loop, through the loop, just a regular knot. Take a pair of tweezers, go through the loop, and then hold where you want the knot to be in the thread, right next to the bead. Now pull the end of the thread close to the tweezers and wiggle and open the tweezers. See, the knot is still loose. Now hold the cord, hold the end, and push the knot towards the bead. That way you will get where you want the knot to be. The hand knotting technique is my favorite technique, the one that I really like a lot. That is, wrap around your fingers, take the cord from the bottom to the top. There you have your knot. Now see how it is. Okay, hold your index finger like this, or like this. See how the thread goes on top and then comes and winds. When you do that and you pull that, that becomes tight. Then pinch and then hold and pull the cord tight. So that's my hand knotting technique that I normally use. I transfer it from the left hand to the right hand very easily. So I take this, okay, pull that through and put the 2 fingers and make this knot tight. Then use my other finger and then tighten it up. So that's how I normally do it. Okay. Okay. That's how I do it. I know it's a little bit, it seems difficult, but it is not. Trust me. Just make a knot. Okay. And do this. Transfer it to your other fingers and then pull. Okay. There's a small gap, but that's okay. I don't want this to be very stiff. You can also easily remove this knot with your tweezer nose pliers or the tweezers. Just hold it a little bit. Chinese knotting cord doesn't. Just loosen it up a little bit and push the knot towards the bead. That way you can cut off the slack as well. So I will do some knots and beads here this side as well, and I'm happy with the length of the necklace. I don't want it more because I'm going to have the sliding knot as well for the length. So I'm going to do the same number of beads this side, and I'll come back and show you guys how we will do the adjustable knot. So I finished doing both sides. I added 10 blue beads on both sides, so totally 20. I have still a lot more cord left, and let me see, it's almost 32 inches left. In 6 feet I still have 32 inches. Roughly it will mean 2.5 feet 3 feet, yeah, almost 2 some feet. But you want only, I would say, for a necklace, instead of like at least you need 7 inches of cord in the back, just for it to be, nice. So 7 inches, and then cut the cord off. So 2 feet, so you can take 4 feet for this necklace, that would be plenty. And then I still have a bigger piece left over, so one piece I can use. It's almost 9 inches, so I can use that piece for the sliding knot. The other piece is slightly more, I don't know why. Both the sides were similar, but it is more. So this one I will use it for some other purposes. I will save that. Now we are going to do the sliding closure, or the adjustable knot. It's gonna be our square knot. So I'm just there we go. I'm gonna take my knotty do it all. But you don't have to have these gadgets. Honestly speaking, you don't need this at all. You can just tape this to your work surface and then do that. But since I have it, I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna crisscross the cords, and I crisscrossed it and put it in the knotty do it all. Take the 8-inch or 9-inch piece, put it underneath. This is a square knot. If you are not aware of the square knots, go ahead and watch the tutorial, and it will be in the links down below. Basic macrame knots, you can watch it and then you can do it. So this is the center cord. I kept the knotting cord underneath. Now take my left, make a loop, take the right, go on top of the left, underneath and through this, and then hold these two together and keep your fingers down and pull that. So it's almost the center. Then the left becomes like a P, right becomes like a P, the left on top, underneath and through this up. So Q and P consist of one square knot. I'm gonna do a couple of square knots here. As long as I have the cord, the length of the cord, I will do as many knots as possible, and we will have our sliding closure. So this will be a versatile knot to be aware of, so go ahead and take advantage of this knot, and it'll be really worth it, trust me. So instead of using a lighter, as with lighter there is chances of your fingers getting burnt slightly a bit or more. So if you're a little bit worried, then you can use a thread sap and do the same, the lighter, and then I wouldn't recommend glue. I think the nylon Chinese knotting cord, it's nylon, right? So it burns really well, and that'll give you a nice needle slash closure. Also, it'll be nice if you have the cord melt rather than glued. You can also use glue, but this is what I recommend for a clean finish. So as low as 3 knots is also more than enough. Since I had the cord, I utilized the entire thing. Now, so take my scissors, cut the ends off, leaving a little bit of a tail. Take my lighter, and burn it, wait for it and push. Wait for it and push. So it's nicely melted with others. So the end, I want a blue bead on both the side. So add a blue bead, tie in over here knot. That can be double knot. This is a single knot. Then you go through the loop once more. That way you will get a double knot. Okay. The same for the other side. There we go. Then again do the same, cut it leaving a short tail and melt the end. There we go. All done. See this? You have an end to actually. So one more thing I forgot to add is the pendant. I'm going to take some anti-copper wire. This is 26 gauge wire, but I prefer 24 gauge since I don't have that in the anti-copper color. I'm using this. So I'm just taking a piece of about 6 to 7 inches and then take these two wire. If possible, I will go through this one more time just to make sure it's nice and secure. Okay, all you need to do is take your round nose pliers and make a loop, start a loop. You can also put it this way. Okay, and then bring it out. Hold that and take your wire and wrap it. I'm holding it. It is a messy wrap, but that's what I want. A rough look. Make sure you tuck those tail in with your needle nose or chain nose pliers, because that's what will poke your attire, something like that. So just make sure that you tuck that in nicely, and here it is. There we go. There is our pendant. So the necklace is done. I hope you guys like this necklace. All we did was a wrap with either 26 gauge. I did it with 26 gauge, but you can do it with 24 gauge with the loop already provided in the pendant. Then we took some you can take 4 feet of cord, Chinese knotting cord 0.8 millimeter, and then do a lock set knot, and then tie an overhand knot on either side. Then start the pattern, then go through this filigree, put a go underneath, and then come back in the middle with a crystal or a seed bead, then go down and then come back up and start again the same thing throughout the necklace. So you will have this necklace at the end. Just do the beads and the knots and then sliding knot at the end, and this is how the necklace look like. I really like the way this turned out to be. It's very pretty. I feel like I did really nice work on this. I hope you guys like this tutorial too. If you do, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, don't forget to hit the bell icon for notification. I do upload videos couple of times a week. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to support my channel. I really do this on my own. There is thanks symbol, a heart symbol, and thanks written right next to the to that under the description bar. You can click that and you can donate as much as you can. That will help grow my channel and bring you more content. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye bye. See you soon.